As part of measures to forestall farmer-herder clashes that often lead to protracted security breaches, Governor Inuwa Yahya has constituted a committee to enforce the white paper developed to restore grazing, forest and game reserves, as well as cattle routes in Gombe State. Members of the committee, comprising security experts, land administrators, and traditional leaders, pay advocacy visits to the emirs of Nafada and Funkaye to brief the traditional rulers about the commencement of the enforcement phase of the policy.
The governor asked them to find out the numbers and the locations of forests, grazing, and cattle routes in Gombe State. In their terms of reference, he also asked them to find out the total areas of the size of the land encroached. Also, in their terms of reference, the governor said they should recommend sanctions or disciplinary measures to those officials or persons that are involved in the encroachment. We are at the point of implementation, and while we are part of the committee, it's just to give effect. Once the white paper has been released, that becomes sacrosanct. We are going to be fair and be guided by relevant laws and extant rules, but we are going to be firm also.
Representative of the Gombe State Council of Emirs and Chiefs on the committee, Emir of Yamaltu, Alhaji Abubakar Aliyu, describes the assignment as critical to sustaining peace and stability. He urges residents to properly delineate their farmlands to avoid encroaching on gazetted forest reserves, grazing reserves, game reserves, and cattle routes, as violators risk eviction.
Governor Inuwa Yahya is doing his best to see that peace has reigned in Gombe State. He has taken all the necessary measures, and that is even the reason of establishing the first committee in the first place, and even bringing out a white paper on that, and forming another committee. That is just our committee, to see to its implementation. That's implementation of the recommendations of the first committee.
The emirs of Nafada and Funakaye, leaders of community clusters and local government officials promised to give 100% support for the full implementation of the project.
Inshallah, it will be achieved because all emirs and jawros and district heads, they give us their maximum cooperation on this. Even the farmers, they promise they will vacate. Now we go around and make sure that all farms that are not legally, we will ask them to vacate from the farms. And those farms who are legally, they will continue with their farms.
The committee also notes that advocacy and sensitization efforts have begun ahead of the 2026 farming season through visits, sharing of flyers, handbills and jingles to ensure that farmers, herders and other stakeholders are aware of the regulations and comply accordingly.